Welcome back to Ruby on Nails, and today I have a bit of a swatch party for you. Now, I've tried Orly every now and then, but I really wanted to give it a solid go. So when I saw their 2021 spring collection, I was so in love with it. To start it off, we have this gorgeous VW Bus Orange, which I can only describe as a neon creamsicle color. Now you may be wondering to yourself, why did she just describe Kitsch later as VW Bus Orange? Well, growing up as a kid, I had a VW bus that was this shade of orange. And of course, it had a gorgeous avocado green plaid interior that I was absolutely in love with. Kitsch later was super opaque in 2 coats, and I just love how it is a pastel color, but it's also very neon and super bright, formed amazingly. And if this says anything about Orly's formula and how well thought out their collections are, I may have to become a regular purchaser of their collections and launches. Up next is the polish that originally caught my eye. I saw a swatch of Here Comes the Sun and I fell in love with this burnt yellow polish. It was super opaque in just one swatch, so I think if you have shorter nails, you'd be able to get away with 1 coat. But I did 2 coats just to make sure that everything was nice and even throughout the entire nail, and I was just so stunned by this yellow. I didn't want to take it off, and I actually played around with it quite a bit once I was done with this video. Yellows in general have just kind of become my latest love, but this one really reminded me of those 70s smiley faces that you would see in like t-shirts and commercials just plastered everywhere. It has that perfect shade. Next up is a shade that I didn't necessarily recognize as a 70s color. However, after a little bit of digging and especially looking at advertisements, Happy Camper is a retro sky blue with just a touch of green to kind of give it a more vibrant look. I was actually super surprised by how opaque Happy Camper actually was. It is a super light color, however, it was shockingly opaque, and in 2 coats I was able to get full coverage on my length of nails. However, again, if you have shorter nails, you might be able to get away with 1 coat. I think in a few weeks I might use this color for a rainbow background, kind of like how you see all those retro puffer jackets nowadays with these super vivid oranges and yellows. I might try something like that. And because I was just testing the waters, I only got 3 from this collection, and everything up next is just what I saw and wanted to try. Here is Melodrama. It is this gorgeous, bright blue with a purple shimmer running throughout it. It is a little bit of a jelly, so it was a bit sheer, and for some reason this one had it had a super strong kind of nail glue smell. It wasn't awful, but it was very different from how the cream smelled. Like I had opened the bottle and I thought that I'd spilled glue somewhere, even though I hadn't touched glue in weeks. Melodrama was still a very pretty color, and it was fully opaque in 2 coats. However, I'm not a huge fan of these kind of basic shimmers. Usually when I want something that's got an effect, I'll go for something that's a bit more chunky or holographic. However, you can really see that it comes to light with a nice glossy top coat. It looks a lot more 3D and just kind of juicy. Why did I say that? And because I don't own any neons for some reason, even though I love neon, I got a collection of their mini neons, and this one is Afterglow, which is kind of a neon salmon. Honestly, this was not my favorite, and I really regret starting off with this one because I have so many things to say. For some reason, this one just would not dry. I swatched it 3 times more after I filmed this, but the swatch that I took for this wouldn't dry. I was actually my last swatch of the day, and hours later, it just smeared off my nail. And even though these are clipped rather close together, I do allow them to fully dry, or I allow each layer to fully dry. But this one just would not. It's pretty, but it just would not dry. Now to all the neons that I actually really, really loved. This is Oh Snap, and it is that highlighter yellow that everybody loves. I hope everybody loves it because this is just so bright. Of course, the camera could not pick it up. The camera had trouble picking up on all of these neons. Neon is very hard to film, much like multichromes, but just take my word for it. If you want a neon yellow, get this one. It is gorgeous. It was super opaque and just performed amazingly. A big problem that I've had in the past with neons, and a reason why I don't have any neons in my collection right now, is that they were watery or they weren't opaque, or I needed to do a white base coat, which needs 2 layers in itself, and then it's 3 layers of the neon. This one was like, hold my drink, I got you, fam. Welcome to Morgan Describes Polish Weirdly. This is my channel now. I am so happy to have this neon green in my collection now. Last Halloween, I was looking all around for a bright, opaque neon green that I could trust, and now I have So Fly, and I can't wait to do some spooky Halloween looks with it next year. I'm actually going to be purchasing the full size of this because it was so opaque just in 1 coat, and then 2 coats, it was like, chef kiss. Perfect nail art base color, and just well-rounded, super bright. It is the color of alien boogers, or if you don't want to be gross about it, it's the color of aliens themselves, some of them. I also think that this polish is perfectly named because it looks so fly on my nails. Ooh, we should really move on from that joke. Dashing right along, Glass Half Full is a beautiful sky blue, and I would say that this is a true sky blue. It is very opaque. There is no other undertones really. It is just blue. However, this one had a shimmer, and none of the other neons had a shimmer, so I was a little confused in why they chose this light blue in particular, because the shimmer just seems out of place. It doesn't really show up on the nail. It's apparent in the bottle very subtly. However, the shimmer doesn't seem to be adding anything to the nail plate. It just is there for bottle appeal, I guess. It's a little bit like curb appeal. While I was initially perplexed by the shimmer, I still think this polish is absolutely gorgeous. Glass Half Full is another one where I need the full size. I love it. I can see myself running through the mini in no time, so I would definitely suggest this one. Super opaque. I love it. And while I've been saying that I need to buy full sizes of all these neons, I am very in love with this one in particular. Scenic Route took me on a scenic route, and I wish I could stay on that route for the rest of my life, because this one, so pretty and opaque and just juicy. If I keep talking like this video is going to get age restricted. I'm sorry, I'll stop until the next video because I can't stop. Just look at that. It's pretty. I want more. Scenic Route was easily opaque in 2 coats, and it's honestly one of those polishes where you could possibly get away with 1 coat if you have shorter nails. It is just stunning, and I love how bright it is, and I love just how juicy. I need to buy an adjective now, please. It looks with a glossy top coat. And because I'm dumb and I forgot to record videos of these 2 looks, I'm showing you the stills of what you could possibly do with these neons. These neons do have a white base color underneath because I sponged them on, but here's something you could do. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, and if you like my videos, make sure to subscribe. I got new videos every week. And a little sneak peek for those who stuck around, I'm having a giveaway on my Instagram. It's 25 bucks. You get to pick out what you want the gift card to go to, and you know, all the rules are there. So if you're curious, you want to enter, go to my Instagram. The handle is somewhere. I'm too lazy.